بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الخلق أجمعين، سيدنا ونبينا وحبيبنا وشفيعنا محمد الصادق الأمين وعلى آله وصحبه والتابعين وعنا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. أهلا بكم في درس جديد في مادة اللغة الإنجليزية في برنامج درس على الهواء. Today inshallah we are going to talk about grammar revision, and in which we are going to discuss certain questions and see how you can, how can you answer such questions. Okay, let's start with the format of these questions in here. For example, in the examination, you are going to have such questions, but with two choices. And I meant to bring those four choices to teach you how to omit or take off, or ignore the wrong answer in here. Okay, we are going to go one by one and discuss how can you answer such questions. Things that you should be careful when you are reading grammar questions. You have to have a look at the time and the subject there, and see if you have two actions or two verbs in the sentence. Good. Let's start with the first question here. It says, next Monday, my brother for lunch. We have already booked the restaurant. So, as you can see, next Monday, one of the most important clues in here is next Monday. It's talking about future. Good. My brother for lunch. We have already booked. Okay, nice. It says we have already booked. Good. If you see the questions, if you see the choices in here, you may see no will, and there is no going to. Yes, because will and going to are not the only ways that you can use to describe future or to express futures. Let's move and see some of the ways that you can use to talk about future. Here, one of the ways is to use be plus going to. As we say, for example, I am going to visit my grandfather tomorrow. Okay. We use going to for plans, for things that you are planning to do. And you may cancel that plan if you have another thing. For example, you are willing to do it, but you are not saying that, I will do it, I will do it. No, you are planning. Inshallah, you are going to do it. And we use will with certain, or things that you are really certain about, and more things. I'd like just, to give you this example. For example, I imagine that going to the class and I see one of my students, and I have been checking the homework, and he said that, teacher, I didn't do my homework. So I said, could you please do your homework? He would say, yes, teacher, I am going to do my homework. I am going to do my homework, which means if I have the chance, I will do it. I am planning to do my homework. I came the next morning and I found him the same thing. He hasn't finished, or he hadn't done his homework. So I said, I will deduct 10 marks, for example, of your marks. And he said, no, teacher, please, I will do my homework. This time, I will do my homework. So when he said, I am going to do my homework, he meant that if there is a chance I will do it, maybe not, there's a chance. But when he said that I will do my homework, he is promising that he is going to do it 100%. So going to is not that much strong like will. And there are many other choices. We have discussed it and we have talked about them. Our main concern is sometimes we can use the present continuous to talk about the future. For the arrangement. What do we mean by arrangement? For example, if you have arranged, you have booked in a restaurant, you have booked in with the doctor, and you are not willing to change that, you may use present continuous. For example, you would say, I am playing tennis with John tomorrow, which means that I am going to, it is a plan, but I am not willing to change it. I am going to play with him tennis tomorrow. And for example, you have been canceling many appointments with the doctor, and you would say to your friend, I'm not going with you to the cinema tomorrow. I am seeing a doctor tomorrow, which means I am planning to see a doctor, but I'm not willing to cancel it, and I am doing it. Good. And the same thing, you can use present simple to talk about schedules or timetable. If you are planning to do, for example, a lecture, like in here, Like if, for example, geography lecture starts at 4 o'clock tomorrow. Geography lecture starts at 4 o'clock tomorrow. This is a present simple, but this one you mean to describe the future event in the future, which you have scheduled already. So let's go back to our question and see how can we answer this question. Good. So 2 clues in here. Next morning, I brother for lunch. We have already booked. So I see my brother for lunch. It won't work. I seeing, of course, it won't work. Why? Because seeing is a noun in here. Seeing is a noun or an action. So we need a verb. We need a verb in here. So this one won't work. I am seeing my brother for lunch tomorrow. Yes, this one would work. Have seen, it won't work in here because it's not talking about future. It's not talking about future. Good. Let's move to 2. Ali has had to go to hospital as he hurt while doing karate. He hurt herself, himself, or him, his, or himself. Of course. Let's see. We said Ali. So herself won't work. Okay. Now, is it himself, his, or sorry, him, his, or himself? What is the difference between all of these things? Let's see and talk about pronouns and adjectives. Okay. In here we have the pronouns. There are subject pronouns. Here we are. Subject pronouns. We have object pronouns. These are used with the subject in the place of the subject. Object pronoun, we use them in the place of the object. Good. And we have in here possessive adjectives. Those are adjectives. It describes certain things. For example, it describes the book when I said my book. So it describes the book that it is mine, my book. And here are some possessive pronouns. This book is mine. This book is mine. And in here we have reflective pronouns. Reflective, which means they reflect things like I, myself, you, either yourself or yourselves. It depends. Yourself for the singular and yourselves for the plural. He, himself, she, herself, it, itself, we, ourself, and you, yourselves, sorry, they, themselves. So in there it says Ali. We can replace Ali with he. So himself, himself. Let's go back to the question in here. Yes, it says Ali had to go to hospital as he hurt himself. Good. Those are some of the easy questions that you can answer. Now, let's go to question number 3. It says in here, we can reduce global warming if we stop rainforest. If we stop destroying, and keeping. First of all, we have the verb stop. So if we have the verb stop, can we use another verb directly with it? Of course, no. We don't have to use 2 verbs at the same sentence or nearby each other, which means that you have to have something without a time, either ing, gerund, which is ing, or an infinitive. So we cannot use destroy because it is a verb. Good. So we have either to destroy, destroying, or keeping. Good. So now, what is the difference between to destroy or destroying? The verb stop can be used with destroy and to destroy, but there is a big difference in meaning. Okay, let's see what's the difference in meaning in here between to stop doing something and to stop to do something. Like in here in this picture in here. When we said to stop to do, he stopped to do something. It means that he was doing certain thing or certain action, then he stopped doing that to do one other action. He was driving, he stopped to smoke, like in here. I worked 2 hours for 2 hours, then stopped to smoke. He stopped the work, stopped his work to go for smoking or to smoke. Good. But when we said to stop doing, it means to quit doing certain thing, to stop doing, to quit thing. So he stopped smoking, it means that he quit smoking. Good. So if we go back to the question, do we need stop to do something or stop doing something in here? Is it to stop to destroy the rainforest, or stop destroying the rainforest, or stop keeping the rainforest? Of course, stop keeping the rainforest, it is a negative, meaning it doesn't work in here. So is it to stop to destroy or stop to destroying? Of course, stop destroying. We need to stop destroying, to quit destroying rainforest, which is the correct answer in here. Nice. Let's move to 4. It says, in my opinion, it's warmer now it was this morning. It's warmer. You have to focus. The ER in here gives you the clue of the answer. It says it is warmer. What? This is what? This is, we have those adjectives in here. We have what do we call it? Superlative, and comparative. So when we are comparing between two things, we said warmer than, shorter than. But teacher, we have the word now in here. Yes, we meant to put this one in there. It doesn't matter. Since you have the these adjectives in here, we need to have than. Warmer than. Warmer than. It's not warmer and that's just we stop it. No, warmer than it was this morning. Even though we have the word now over there. Good. So in here we say that the ER gives you the clue. For 5. Survivors of the morning's accident, taking to the hospital or to the city main hospital. What are the words that we can there? Survivors. Taken. Taken is what? Taken is what? A past participle. If it is the past participle, what should we have it before the past participle? Good. Before the past participle, we can have the perfect, the past or the present perfect, and we may have the passive. We may have the passive. So either the past perfect, or present perfect, or the passive. Which one of the good? So have been taken, yeah, it could work. Have taken, it could work. Will be taken also could work. And did taken, no. So this one is not working. It's not working. So let's see. Have been taken or have taken. Do we have or do we need in here a passive voice or an active voice? See it. The survivors of the morning accident taken to the hospital. Do those survivors take someone or they were taken like this one? Yes, they were taken. So what? So it is the passive voice. If it is the passive voice, we cannot use have taken. Good. So we still to have two choices. Have been taking or will be taking. Good. Let's look at the time on the sentence. Is it in the future or this morning? For example, it says this morning. This morning. Are they going to be taken to the hospital? For example, we are at noon right now, or afternoon in here. Are we waiting for someone to take them to the hospital? No, it doesn't work. So they have been taking, they are already there. They have been taken to the hospital. They have been taken to the hospital. Good. So this is one of the techniques that you can use to see which word won't work with the multiple choices there. If the ambulance fast, the patient would have died. This is the if clause. This is the if clause. See in here. The would. And we have would have died. Would have died. Let's remember. Would, with which tense we use it in the if clause. The if clause. Let's remember. Let's go back and see which clause do we use that one. In here, we have the first conditional, second and third conditional. Would, it says in here, would plus the infinitive, used in the what? In the with if and the past symbol. Will is used with the present symbol. Would plus have is used with what? With the past perfect. In which the question we have what? Would. So what should we have? Past symbol in the if clause. Let's go back and see. Which one was that? Good. Let's see. In here, if the ambulance fast, the patient would have died. Which one of those are the past symbol? Let's see. Would. Oh, we have would have died. Oh, in here we have would have died. So which one? Remember, would have died. It's not about. Good. So had came, hadn't came, didn't came, and isn't came. This one won't work, and which one also won't work? This one, because we are talking about it. We are looking for the negative. So is it hadn't came or didn't came? Which one do you think? Yes, if the ambulance hadn't came is the correct answer. Hadn't came, because we have what? Perfect in here. Would plus had and perfect. Good. C. 7. Children sometimes hurt when they are playing. Hurt them, themselves, himself, ourselves. Of course, because the children, they, so it is themselves. We talked about it minutes ago. See. 8. My father's car all the morning, but it is still dirty. See the words I, of course, because it will decide have or has. Father's all the morning, it is really important in here, but it is still dirty. So it shows that you have been doing certain things all the morning. Are you still doing it or not? Yes, because he said it is still dirty, because he is washing his car, and till now, for example, and he is still dirty. So which tense would talk about something started in the past and still going on till now, and it took a long time? Which one do you think? Exactly, it is the present perfect continuous. Present perfect continuous. So which one of those present perfect continuous? Is it have my father? Of course it won't work. Have, it won't work in here. Cleaned my father's car? Maybe, but we say that we need what? Because it says all the morning, we need present perfect continuous. How did you know? How did you know this one? Because we said that it is all the morning, but it is still dirty. All the morning, but it is still dirty. Good. 9. Since I started my job, I'm important people. Okay, since it is really important in here. Gives you a clue about the tense you are going to use. So we say that sometimes we use since and for. With which tense? Exactly, with the present perfect. With the present perfect. Which one of those is present perfect? Of course, I have met. I have met. It's not met. Why is I have met? Because if you are writing a CV, for example, and you would say, I have met many people, things that have an influence or an effect in your life is still going on. That effect, you can repeat it and say it and put it in your resume or in your CV. Consider this one. Use present perfect. Use present perfect. For example, if I ask you, have you visited Dubai? You would say, yes, I have visited Dubai. Why is that? Because after 1 year, I will ask you the same question. Have you visited Dubai? You said, yes, I have visited Dubai. It will stay there until, for example, 20 years later, you would say, yes, I have visited Dubai. Because it is in your CV, in your memory there. Something that you have done. Good. Let's move to 10. There are always children near school, so you drive very carefully. This is a sentence in which you may use can, must, mustn't, or needn't. First of all, do we need a negative or a positive sentence in here? See, you mustn't drive carefully. So we need what? You mustn't or you must. Of course, we need a positive sentence. Good. So this one won't be using. We are not going to be using it because we need a positive sentence, not a negative sentence. So we have can or must. Can for the ability. for the ability, but must for something that it is really you have to do it, or is a rule there. It is a rule or a must. Something there is, you should do it. Something not. I'm not asking you if you can do it or you have the choice. No, there is a rule, a little bit something important that you have to do. So, which one do you think? Must, because you may have bad sequences, or if you don't do such thing. So, must is the correct answer. But teacher, how can we differentiate between them? There is something I'd like you to think of it when you are choosing this one. We said that have to is the most strong or the strongest one. Do we have another choice to do certain thing? If you don't have any other choice, use have to. If you have other choice, like maybe you can do it, other choice, you can use must. For example, fasting Ramadan. Should we say you must fast in Ramadan, or you should fast, or you have to fast in Ramadan? You may say you have to fast in Ramadan, or you must fast in Ramadan. Do we have another choice? Yes, sometimes. Sometimes people are not able to fast in Ramadan because they are sick or they are in trouble or other. So you would say, you must fast in Ramadan. You must fast in Ramadan. It is something ethical, you have to do it and related to your religion. But there is some cases that you cannot fast during Ramadan. So this is one of the examples. But if I said, bring your passport if you want to travel. If you want to travel, you have or you must bring your passport. You must, or sorry, you have to bring your passport. There is no other way. You cannot leave the country without your passport. There is no other way. This is when we use have to. The same thing with the red signal and other things. Good. I was so tired that I fell asleep. I was doing my homework. Very nice. We have talked about this one when we were talking about the past perfect. Oh no, grammar revision, I remember. We were talking about grammar revision at the beginning of this year. And we said there is a big difference between using when and while. When and while. We said that when we use when, after when we should have what? We should have present, sorry, we have past simple. After when we have past simple. And after while, we have the past continuous. Past continuous. When it means a period of time, and while it means between. While, between a long time. So let's see in here. I was so tired that I fell asleep. When I was doing my homework, it won't work, because after when we're doing my homework, it could work. But during I do, no. While I was doing my homework, yes, it could work. So this one works, this one works. Which one is the best? Of course, while, because we have what? We have the continuous there. So the correct answer is while. Correct answer is while. Good. 12. When I was young, to, used to. Even though we pronounce it as used to, but it's written used to. So, is it we used to? No, because we said there is nothing in positive sentences like used to. Good. We were used to? No. We used to? Yes. We are used to? No. This won't work. So the only one, yes, this one, because it is a state in the past and is no longer going on. So we use used to. Good. Why I said be careful with to? Because sometimes you may find to in here again. For example, used to in here, or used to. So you choose used to. No, it won't work. 13. While driving, you fasten your seat belt. Again, we are talking about the modals in here. Think of it. Is there another choices? There is another chance not to fasten your seat belt? If you are sick, for example, if you have a surgery, you are, for example, you have certain things you cannot wear? Yes. So, is it have to? No. Needn't fasten your seat belt? Needn't, it means that you don't need it. No, it won't work. So, is it must or should? Is it a must or is it an advice? Are you advising him only to put his seat belt while he's driving? It's stronger than an advice. So, it is must. It's a rule. It's a rule there. So, you have to do it. So, must is the correct answer. Even though most of them work, like should works, grammatically work, but the meaning. So one of the things that you have to consider while answering the questions is to see, does the meaning works there? Does the meaning work there or not? It should be really meaningful sentence. It's not just grammatically correct, but even the logically correct, or the meaning is really clear there. 14, it says, he has been doing the same job 5 years. For 5 years, yet 5 years since already. So yet it won't work, and already won't work. So is it for or since? Think of it. Remember, we said for period of time, since point in the time, a point. So 5 years, is it a period of time or a point it is a period of or a point? It is a period of time. So it is 4 5 years. 4 5 years, the correct answer in here. 15. Tariq asked me I had been last weekend. Be careful. When we said that, asked, said, these are reported speech. And in reported speech, there are certain things that you have to put in mind. One of the things that it goes back in the time. It goes back in the time. The other thing, and the most important thing, is that when you are reporting a question, don't put it in a question formation. Put it like a normal sentence. Put it like a normal sentence, not like a question. Don't write a question, put it in a normal sentence. And we have discussed them when we were talking about reported speech. So, like as you can see, I had been last weekend. It's not a question. There is no question mark. But it is. They are asking. They are reporting a question. So which of those WH question or which of those WH words would work in here? I had been last weekend. When I had been, no. Why I had been last weekend, no. Where, yes. That I had been, it won't work because it is a question. Where I had been working. And you know what's the difference between when and where and how and the other WH word. Good. 16. You park your car here. It is forbidden. You park your car here. It is forbidden. Seen here, park is an infinitive. Nice. So I can use a modal verb before them. Good. And it says it is forbidden. It is forbidden. It means that you are not allowed to do it. So it shows that you either to use must or sorry, positive or negative sentences. And here we need what? A negative sentence. So should and must won't work. Needn't or mustn't. Oh, sorry, needn't. Sorry, need to also won't work. So the only thing would work is mustn't. Mustn't. Good. Hopefully after the break we are going to go back and discuss more and more about grammar aspects in here. Wait for us and don't go away.
مشاهدينا السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. من مركز الأخبار وتلفزيون سلطنة عمان نحييكم ونقدم لكم موجز 4 عصرا. مسيرة العلاقات التي تربط السلطنة بالجمهورية اليمنية الشقيقة استعرضها معالي الفريق أول سلطان بن محمد النعماني وزير المكتب السلطاني خلال استقباله بمكتبه معالي دكتور أحمد عوض بن مبارك وزير الخارجية وشؤون المغتربين اليمني والوفد المرافق له. تم خلال المقابلة تبادل الأحاديث الودية حول عدد من مجالات التعاون المشتركة للبلدين الشقيقين، وتطرقوا إلى عدد من الأمور ذات الاهتمام المشترك وسبل تطويرها، لا سيما فيما يتعلق بجهود السلطنة لحل الأزمة اليمنية بالتنسيق مع كافة الأطراف الدولية ذات العلاقة. تنمية الصناعات الوطنية بما يعزز ثقافة الابتكار الصناعي ويواكب تنفيذ الاستراتيجية الصناعية 2040 ناقشها الاجتماع الأول للجنة تنمية الصناعات الوطنية ودعم المنتج العماني، الذي تطرق أيضا إلى تعزيز مساهمة المؤسسات الصغيرة والمتوسطة في القطاع الصناعي وتحسين منتجاتها الصناعية. كما بحث الاجتماع إيجاد فرص استثمارية جديدة من أجل إحلال الواردات وتعزيز الصادرات ووضع برامج وآليات لرفع جودة المنتج العماني لزيادة حجم المبيعات في الأسواق المحلية والدولية. وصلت دفعة جديدة مساء أمس من لقاح فايزر بايونتيك المضاد لفيروس كورونا كوفيد-19 تتضمن 210,000 جرعة. هذا وتتواصل اليوم الحملة الوطنية للتحصين من فيروس كورونا في مختلف محافظات السلطنة، وتشمل هذه المرحلة تطعيم مستحقي الجرعة الثانية الذين تلقوا الجرعة الأولى ومضى عليها 10 أسابيع أو أكثر، وموظفي الجهات الحكومية المدنية والعسكرية. هذا وأعلنت وزارة الصحة اليوم تسجيل 11 حالة وفاة جديدة بفيروس كورونا و1216 إصابة وتعافي 825 حالة. وأوضحت الوزارة أن الحالات المنومة خلال 24 ساعة الماضية بلغت 114، والحالات المنومة في المؤسسات الصحية 966، فيما وصل العدد في العناية المركزة إلى 297 مريضا. وبلغ إجمالي الحالات المسجلة في السلطنة 225,095 حالة، والمتعافين 205,305 حالات بنسبة تصل إلى 91.2%. ووصل عدد الوفيات إلى 2424. تشارك السلطنة دول العالم اليوم الاحتفال باليوم العالمي لسلامة الأغذية الذي يوافق 7 من يونيو، ويأتي الاحتفال هذا العام تحت شعار غذاء مأمون اليوم لغد مفعم بالصحة، للتأكيد على أن إنتاج واستهلاك أغذية مأمونة ينطوي على فوائد فورية وطويلة الأجل للأشخاص والكوكب والاقتصاد. كما يدعو إلى ضرورة تكاتف الجهود للمساعدة في الوقاية من المخاطر المنقولة بالأغذية والكشف عنها وإدارتها والإسهام في الأمن الغذائي. نهاية الموجز مشاهدينا، نلتقيكم تمام 5 في نشرة مفصلة. إلى اللقاء.
Welcome back and thank you for staying with us. Let's go back and discuss more grammar aspects in here. Let's move to 17. It says, it is, like in here 17. It is the movie I have ever watched. Is it the worst, better, bad, or worse? We have talked about superlative and comparative. And we have to be careful with the word, with the adjective, good and bad. Good, better than, the best. Good, better than, the best. Bad, worse than, the worst. Bad, worse than, the worst. And here, we are talking about which adjective. Do you think it is good or bad? Of course. We are talking about bad adjective. So, it is the superlative in here, the worst movie I have ever watched. Okay, again, you have to be careful when you are really working with the adjective bad and good, because it is not better than or gooder than. No. Again, bad, worse than, the worst. Good, better than, the best. Nice. 18. I to work every day from 7 to to PM. See it again, look at it. This person who is working, does he have any other choice to not to work from 7 to 2? Is it allowed? Yes. Does he have another choice? No. So can? No. Should? I should go to work. Yeah, if he is not really, if he has a little freedom, it would work. It would work in here if you are talking about if he has a little of freedom there. Ought to? No. I think because of to in here, this one won't work, have to. So should is the correct option here. So he should go to work, and he may have certain, for example, like problems. He may be late. He may call his boss and say that I have to be late for 1 or 2 hours. Good. 19. I haven't been to cinema ages right now, or now, ages. This is one of the most important words in here. Ages. Is it a period of time, or it is a period of time, or is a point of time? Ages. It means like, centuries, years, really, it is a period of time. So is it since ages now? 4 ages, last ages, ago ages? No, it is 4 ages. 4 ages. I haven't gone to cinema 4 ages. Nice. 20. I can manage the shopping alone. Very nice. Be careful when you are reading. I can manage the shopping alone. It's okay. You come with me. You come with me. You can't come with me. You needn't come with me. You have come with me, or you two should come with me. Of course, this won't work and this one won't work. The only thing that can't come with me or needn't come with me. Think logically of it. I can do it, so you needn't. You needn't come with me. I can manage it myself, so you cannot, you needn't come with me. Good. What does needn't mean in here? Needn't mean that you don't need to. There is no need to come with me. It is okay not to come with me. It's different. It has a, it is really different from saying you cannot come with me. If you said you cannot come with me, it means that I'm preventing you from coming with me. I'm preventing you from coming with me. I said you cannot come with me. I'm not allowing you to come with me. But you needn't means there's no need. Yeah, I know you can come with me, but there is no need to come with me. Nice. 21. Have you seen my watch? He's looking for his watch. I cannot remember. I've left it. I've left it. Who? I have left it? No. What I have left it? Where is the correct answer? If, maybe work, maybe if I have left it. But the meaning, you are looking for it. So you are looking for the place. So I say where I left it. So if won't work in here. Grammatically work, but the meaning won't work. 22. Today, the weather is hotter. It was yesterday, of course, hotter than, comparative adjectives. 23. I haven't been on holiday last year. Nice. Teacher, last year, it is a period of time or is a point of time? Think of it. It is a point of time. It's a point. Last year. So, since last year is the correct answer. Since last year is the correct answer. Good. He has been working for us 7 years. A period of time or a point of time? It's a period of time. For 7 years. Correct answer. Nice. I'm not fat, but I to be very fat before. This is what used to rule. So which one do you think? I was to, see in here too. This one won't work. I used to? No. Used to? Yes. This is the correct answer. I am used? No. What's the difference between I am used and I used? If I said I am used to, it means that I'm still fat. I'm still fat. I'm used to. I get used to it. It's okay. I do my work and I do my life and it's okay. I am fat. I am used to it. It's okay with me. But if I said I used to, it means that I was in that case before. But right now I'm not fat, and I'm not fat, or I'm not fat anymore. So the correct answer is what? Used to. Nice. The sunken ship discovered last night. See, discovered. Well, either it is the past simple or the past participle. Let's see. So it is the past participle. We may have had, have, or even was or were. Good. But since it is the sunken ship, maybe. Good. Let's see which one will work. Had discovered. It means that the sunken ship discovered late night, discovered something. No. It will discovered. Of course no, because after will we should have what? Infinitive. And this one won't work. Was discovered. Yes, it could work. If you are saying that the sunken ship received the action as a passive voice, yes, it would work in here. Had been discovered, yes, it could work if you are saying that it is a past perfect passive, But why should we have why should we use past perfect in here? Do we have two actions? No, one action in the past. So it is the simple past passive. This one won't work. Good. 27. My sister eaten, also past participle. All the chips before. Wow. Before really gives a different meaning. Before my parents came. So we have two actions, both of them in the past, one of them before the other one, because we have the word before in here. So which rule does this remind you with? Past perfect. The past perfect. Good. The past perfect. And the oldest action we use with them, past perfect. And this is the old action. So which one refers to the past perfect? Good. Had. My sister had eaten all the chips. Good. Good. Very nice. Very nice. You have answered the question from the question, because you are looking for the clues there, things going on, how many actions before, after. Those will really helps you a lot. 28. He asked me which animal hunted in Africa. This is a very nice question. I need you to bear with me and just focus on this one. See, I hunted. Since we have hunted, either the past simple or the past participle. Good. Ed can work with hunted? No. Why is that, teacher? Because we said after the modal verb we should have what? Infinitive. After should and have whatever we should have infinitive. This was not infinitive. So this one won't work. This one won't work. So either we have or had. Either the past perfect, like in had, or the present perfect. See which one would work in here. Teacher. Okay, see. If, for example, I said this one, like this one. Let's do this one. And I said, animals I have hunted in Africa. Yes, it is in your CV. It is in your CV. I have hunted, for example, tiger in Africa or whatever. Good. This is in your CV. This is the present perfect. Present perfect. Good. But because we have the word asked, it is the reported speech. And we said in reported speech, we go back on time. So it used to be have hunted. Because of the word asked, we change it to the past perfect, which is what? Had hunted. Wow. So because of the word asked, we have changed the time and it became had hunted. So be careful the word asked and said, mentioned, stated, shouted, certain things, whispered. Those words, we have talked about them in the reported speech lesson. Nice. 29. See, the first thing is, do you, which is a question. Nice. Do you know the man is talking to your father? Nice. So where is talking to your father? No. Who is talking? Yes. Why is talking? Do you know why is talking? No. How is talking? No. Good work. How do you know the man how is talking to your father? Yeah, but who is talking to your father is the suitable answer, because he's asking about the man who is talking. Good. When we arrived, we knew that the train something left. Good. Look at the one in here. How many actions? One, two actions. One of them is before the other one. Yes. When we arrived, the train left or had left. It would work. It could work left. But in here we have a gap in here. So has left? No. Because what this one is in the past simple, the other one should be in the past perfect. The past perfect. Yes, this one won't work. Did left? No. Was left? No. Had left is the correct answer. Has left or had left, sorry, the correct answer. Why is that? Because there are two actions happen in the past. One of them is before the other one. So the oldest one we use past perfect. 31. It says she didn't go to work yesterday as she been ill. Very nice question. A very nice question. She was been? No. Maybe she has been. It could work. She has been. She had been. Yes. She have been? No, because the word she. So with she we don't use. So is it the present perfect or the past perfect? Let's look at it. Yesterday. If we look at the thing that is she still sick? Yes, you can use the word has if she is still sick. If you are talking about something happened in the past, one of them before the other one, you may use the word had. And she didn't go, since they said yesterday, let's assume she is recovered now. She has recovered now, and she is well now. And these two things happened a long time ago. So we would say had been ill. She had been ill. And if we assume that she is still sick, we can use the word has. But since we have the word before, let's say it is something that happened and finished in the past. Good. 32 says, what wonderful house. Of course, what a wonderful house. What a wonderful house. Have you written the report? Since it is a question, have you written it yet? Have you written your work yet or report yet? 34, me, that he had visited Dubai. Be very careful with the pronoun me. When we have the pronoun me, it means that we have certain verbs that should have an object after it. Which one? Asked could work. Asked me, yes. Told me. Denied me, no. Said me, no. So which one? Do you think ask or told? If we have a question. Do we have a question here? No. So this one work, and we are left with told. We are left with told in here. Good. And he asked me, I was ready to take the test. He asked me what that I was ready, what I was ready, if I was ready. It is a question. It is a question. And let's move to the 36. When we said Ali asked his mother if, well, look in here. It is what? It is a reported speech. And we said in reported speech, we don't write a question. We don't write a question, put it in a normal sentence. So which one of those are a normal sentence? Yes, this is a question. This is a question. These two are normal question. So is it he is, or sorry, she is or she was? Think of it. It's a reported speech. You should revert, go back in the time. So which one is the yes, she was. She was, or she was feeling nervous. She was feeling nervous. And she is tired because she's, see in here? She's, which means she has what? After has, what should we have? Yes, past participle. He has had, studying. No, she has been studying. Since we have ing, should have been. Being, no. Be, no. Had, no. Because we have the ing in here, we should have the being there. Nice. I don't know if we have more time for the coming question. Please don't hesitate. Good. The verb hesitate works either with a gerund or an infinitive. Remember it. We have it in here. Don't hesitate. Hesitate, like in here. This one we have discussed them. Those are the questions, or those are the verbs that you can use them with it. So, is it hesitate? This one we used with the infinitive, and this one with the ing, and of course this one is the between those two. So hesitate to do certain things. Don't hesitate to do certain things. Good. In here, yes. So please don't hesitate. Contacting, no. So contacting, no. To contact, yes. And contacts, no. Good. So I think this is the end of our lesson today. I hope it was really fruitful and useful, and you have enjoyed discussing certain questions. And be careful with those minor clues there. It will help you a lot in doing your examination. Till that time, to see you, inshallah, you next time. Please stay safe, study hard. The examination is in the doors. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you.